Okay, so I think everything is perfectly all right with everyone. Now I'm starting the next chapter, which is useful tools for project planning and management. Function point, Gantt chart, PERT chart. These are very useful tools for project planning. And I believe that some of you are working as a project manager, or you have a chance to work as a project manager. There is a tool called MS project. I don't know how many of you have chance to look into that. I am just going to open on my computer and will demonstrate so that you start thinking, start using. I can also demonstrate in coming class. uh, Microsoft project. Mm, not on my this computer, my personal computer has. Actually, Microsoft project is one of the good tools to use for project management, and that gives you very good understanding project management in well manner. So that is the best thing. Nowadays people are using monday.com. So function points were defined in 1979 in measuring application development productivity by Alan Albrecht at IBM. A function point is a unit of measurement to express the amount of business functionality an information system provides to a user. So the size of the new system, the effort required to complete the system, the time required for the project. So these are different, things. For example, first thing, estimate system size, function point and lines of code. Nowadays, how they estimate the cost of a project? Suppose you ask me to develop this thing, how I can estimate the cost, how much time is required. So basically I can break down that into multiple pieces. Even that is based on the line of number of codes are there. So different methods are there using those, the budget, cost of the product, size, time of the, time required, everything can be estimated. Estimate effort required person per month, like we have just seen this example, how many people, how many developer, how many server, how many trainer, everything is right there. So based on the requirement, that can be estimate time required, how much time totally required, how much money budget is required. So component are listed on a worksheet to request the major elements of the system that we just have seen in our the example that we have just done. And I can open again if you. So for example here, I hope you can see the question again. So for example, this is all the information that has been broken down into multiple pieces. How many people are required, what time are required, total number of hours are required, and everything can be calculated based on this. So components are listed on worksheet to represent the major element of the system. Data entry screens are kinds of inputs, reports are output, and database queries are kinds of queries. So here can be done function point. The project manager records the total number of each component and break down the number to show the number of components that have low, medium, and high complexity. So for example, I go back on again this thing, our question. Let's say, for example, these are the different aspects which has, which is most important, more difficult. Let's say, the task of development is most difficult, that is high complexity of analyst. GUI designer is kind of medium task, that required medium complexity, medium. A librarian is like, light job. For example, analyst requires, that is also medium job. So accordingly we can break these based on the complexity. There are 19 outputs that need to be developed for the system, 4 of which have low complexity, 10 that have medium complexity, and 5 that are very complex. So for example, they have divided description into inputs, output, queries, files, program, interface. Total number are, for example, there are 3 inputs. There are 19 outputs of this system. There are 3 inputs of the system, 19 output. There are 10 queries. There are 15 files. There are 3 program interfaces. This is all, has been divided into, how many are of low thing. For example, inputs, 6 out of 6, 3 are of low complexity. 2 of them are medium complexity, and 1 is of them high complexity. And accordingly, these weights are given. For example, 3 is for low, medium 4, and high 6, which is total 23. So output is 19, 4 of them are low, 10 of them are uh, medium, and 5 of them are, and their points are given 5, 7, 4. And this has out 101 weight. Why I am explaining these numbers? Because based on this table, you have to do exactly the assignment this week. There are 10 queries. 7 of them are in low in nature. 15 of them are, 0 of them are medium nature. 3 of them are of high nature. Files 15, 0 of them low, 15 of them are medium, none of them are of high complexity. Program interface 3, 1, 5, 1 of them are low, and 2 of them are high. So total points of is 338. So this is called total unadjusted functional points, TUFP, and exactly the same number, you have to use the same reference table for doing this week assignment. So this is called functional point. Now Gantt chart is another tool that, if you know, this Gantt chart is basically a chart developed by Gantt in 1917 by Charles Gantt. This chart lists the tasks to be performed on the vertical axis and time intervals on the horizontal axis. So this is very important chart that is used in project management. And actually, I worked in the university where Gantt chart, Charles Gantt was working. That is called Stevens Institute of Technology. So I know his, work. Look into this. This is the example of Gantt chart. The tasks are broken into multiple pieces. For example, design phase. Under design phase, develop database design document. Under database, this develop database design, staging database design, successing database design. Design phase required 31 days, out of which 9 days for development database design document, 9 days. So this is 9 days, this is 9 days. When it starts on 11, 14, November 14, 16, when it will be done, December 28th, 16, the entire design phase will be done in 31 days. And it is excluding all the holidays between them, between this period. So look into this. This required 9 days, which is December 5 to December 5, December 5, 16 to December 15, 16. So 9 days, one off maybe there. So you can see. So this is, for example, this is the entire activity of design phase. Under this, development database design will start from here. This will be here, right here. This will be here, which is linked with another. So I will demonstrate this Microsoft project once I will have on this computer to all of you how it is done. Means you can, it is called work breakdown structure. Means work is breakdown into pieces and then sub pieces and sub to sub pieces. So, and multiple parallel activities are, who is responsible for this staging database design? Megan is the one. For this also Megan. For this, high priority report design, 8 days, this will be performed during this to this time, and Kevin will be responsible. So here, this is perfect tool for project management. I know, I don't know whether you have used or not, but if you have not used, it is very useful, and in future you will need to do that. So this representation is called Gantt chart. And now the third thing is called PERT chart. And this is called program evaluation and review technique, given by uh, uh, US Navy in 1950. They were developed to manage large project which had complex tasks and very high inter-task dependency. The chart have an initial node, and the initiation node later branches into many networks. So, and you can see this is PERT chart example. Analysis, design, build, testing, maintenance, how it starts, when it starts, when it finishes, 25th February. So it is clearly, you can do that, and you can do on onlinevisualparadigm.com, or I will share some, PERT chart, this interviews stakeholder, administrative questionnaire, study common reports, study data flow, prepare. So this goes, how it goes from how it is linked from what is the previous activity and followed by next activities. So which two activities, for example, these are merging into the white project proposal. So this is complete program evaluation and review technique, this is called. And this is very highly important in project management, also highly important in operations management. What is the difference between Gantt chart and PERT chart? Gantt chart deals with sequence of project tasks, where PERT manages large and complex project. Time requirement is most important task in Gantt chart, where PERT focus on inter-task relationship, how which task related to which. Gantt chart has linear representation on its bar chart, where PERT chart flow chart has parallel network of individual tasks. So you can clearly see, here they have parallel flow, and this you can see the lines. Difference with, so for example, use a PERT chart to show the dependency between the project tasks given in this Gantt chart. So for example, you can see plan, project, determine, these are the project tasks, A to Z, A to J. Plan project, determine requirement, research software vendor, select candidate software packages, verify software features, and place system into production. So these are the tasks which starts when, you can clearly see this. So this is the Gantt chart and this is the PERT chart. First activity is A followed by B and C. Why? Because you can clearly see, after A, B starts, and B finished before C starts. So B and C starts after A finish. So A finish, B and C start. Then D starts, you can clearly see. D starts when B and C both are finished. And then when this is done, then E starts, F starts, they first end, for example, this ends, only then this activity starts. This ends, then only this activity. So here they have two parallel. So this is part, and now I go back on my assignment page. So so can you see assignment question?
No,
Okay.
still PowerPoint.
Okay, again, this is
We can see it now.
yeah, so this is the question, and it is exactly based on the same, the table which I showed you. uh, where am I? This table. It's just like 5 minutes assignment that you refer, read this, understand this. You have a book. Everyone has the book now, and just use this case to do your assignment. Means the table template is exactly you can borrow, and just how many inputs are there, you can read how many outputs are there, how many queries are there, how many files are there, all are clearly given. So I mean, this is the easiest assignment in this course that you can do. So I am not going to explain further because it's all your responsibility. I will explain before next class. So this is the your job this week. I don't have anything this week after this. And let me see if you can see the file or not of assignment. So assignment.
I can see it just fine on my canvas.
Okay, then it would be fine with everyone. Okay.
Which assignment are you talking about? The chapter 9 assignment?
No, I'm talking about chapter 2 assignment.
Okay. It's not under my upcoming assignments list.
Hmm.
It's under module 2, mini case 3.
Okay. So it's under modules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best way. I'm just going to demonstrate my screen. So I always use, I don't go directly under different, I just go under module by module. So here, for example, here everything is right here. For module 3, everything is right here. And similarly here, I use this home page as my reference point to start with. Some people bypass this way. They just go directly under some files and assignments. So
Oh, okay. I see it now.
this
Thank
is
you.
right here. Yeah. Any question, Anna? Anyone?
No.
Okay, so I would like to say have a good night, and see you next, if you next Tuesday. But I don't think this week we will have any problem. So this is easiest, just 5 minutes and you are done, and you can enjoy the holiday long weekend.
I do have a quick question on the PowerPoint.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and see and pull it up real quick. On that first table that we saw on the PowerPoint.
This, the weekly lecture PowerPoint.
Yes, on that table.
Yeah.
Just where do the circled numbers come from, or is that just part of the table?
That is just part of, these are the weight, these weights you have to use for and these are standard weight given for each, task. For example, if input and, high priority, that will have 6 point. Output of high priority will have 7 point. Queries of high priority will have 6 point. Files of high priority will have 15 points. Program interface of high priority will have 10 points. So these are low points for each of them. So this is the weight, or points are given for each complexity. So this you can refer for standard and clearly given assignment too.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So have a good night and
Professor, I have a question from the first assignment on the Excel spreadsheet.
yes.
For some reason, my return on investment, I'm not getting the correct number that you are. But it's just total cost minus total benefits divided by total cost.
So here you can see clearly, if you look into the, sorry, if you look into the, assignment, I gave all the hints right here, uh, um, this is the formula ROI, total benefits minus total cost divided by total cost. So total benefit, how much in my Excel?
It was 199, 230.
Total benefits are, yes, 199, 230 minus
Total
total,
cost, which is 200,985.50.
exactly. So, subtract from total divided by total cost, which is 200,985.
And I saw you got a decimal value.
Yes.
For some reason, my value comes up as a number as 199, 229.
Oh, let me just show again, what is the problem,
Yeah.
So just, so I'm just doing this. You are going to tell me the numbers. So this is, what is the total benefits? 100,
199, 230.
230 minus total cost 200, 985.
Yep. Yep. 0.5.
I don't know what is
Okay.
two.
Okay.
I mean, this is, I have not done any signs,
Yeah.
and this is the exact number I'm getting.
Okay, there we go. I just wasn't inputting it correctly.
Oh,
I forgot to
okay.
put parentheses at the beginning on the
E-
first two.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that should be there. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I got it. Thank you.
you're welcome.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. 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 Bye, Ahmed.